Hello and welcome. Lorraine here. I'm really happy to be with you today. Welcome to my channel, and if you're new, do consider subscribing and ring the little bell so you'll know when I've uploaded a new video. Today, I would like to start my day as I always do with my warm water, lemon juice, and apple cider vinegar. So I hope you'll join me with a cup of coffee or a cup of tea, and we'll get ready together. Cheers. My scent of the day is Gucci by Gucci. Now, it was originally released in 2007. This is not the original formulation because the bottle is quite different, but this bottle is really beautiful. It's very heavy, and it has this gorgeous gold cap with these little fancy things hanging down. I really love it. This is a floral chypre with notes of guava, tiara flower, patchouli, honey, and musk. And one reviewer said it smells like money. As I said, it does not smell the way it did, like many perfumes when they are reformulated, but I like this, and it's my scent of the day. Today we're going to do something kind of fun, and we're going to talk about crazy things that we can do. You know, at our age, as the older demographic, and many of us have a certain amount of independence, financial independence as well. And we can kind of do what we want. We don't have big responsibilities. We're not working anymore. That doesn't say that some older people aren't working, because some are and they want to work, and that's just great. But many of us have retired. And so sometimes I'd like to think that we could kind of do some crazy last-minute spontaneous thing. So I just want to throw out some ideas. Now, of course, in these COVID days, as far as getting out and about and going all kinds of places, that is limited, and that depends exactly where in the world you're living and what the restrictions are. Here, the restrictions are they're fairly strict. I mean, if you're traveling on a train, I do think that you have to wear a mask the whole time, which really doesn't appeal to me, but other people might not really mind it. And of course, some of these ideas that I'm going to throw out cost money. And, you know, some people don't have the money, or they don't want to spend the money, and that's fine too. This is just for fun. This is just to get the ideas going that we can do something crazy, especially with spring coming. Now, it's still kind of cold here, but at least the snow is gone, so thank goodness for that. And, you know, people feel they can get outside more and go more places. So let's go with that train trip. I love riding on the train. So, you know, why not just go somewhere, maybe a 2 or 3 hour train ride? You could even just go for the day, or just to get out and walk around downtown and look at some of the sights, just for a change of scene. And you could even stay in a hotel for 1 or 2 nights, again, just for a change of scene, just to have some different food. So that's something that we could do, and that's something that I actually might do in the near future, because I really do enjoy taking a short train trip. I'm not sure if I would stay overnight in a hotel at this point yet, but anyway, we'll see. It's an idea, right? Change your nail polish color, and change your hair color, change your hairstyle. You know, if you've had really long hair, maybe cut it really short. Wow, what a change that would be. But if you don't have the courage to cut it really short, you know, just have a bit of a change. Another thing that you could do, that I used to do actually, is have a tea party. You know, back in the day, I would have maybe 3 of my friends, so there would be 4 of us, on a Sunday afternoon, and have a tea party. And then one of those ladies would have her turn, and she'd have a tea party. I think one of the nicest practices that was done in Britain was to have afternoon tea. I think that's delightful. You know, stop everything at 4 o'clock, sit down, have a little chat, have a little bite, have a warm cup of tea, and just take a bit of time out of the busy day, it's a great idea, and we could certainly do that. Another thing to do is to host a games night. Now, I'm actually part of 2 games night groups. There's a group in my apartment building. There's 4, sometimes 5 of us. And we get together every second Friday evening. And there's 2 of us where we alternate our apartments, myself and one of the other ladies. And we just have a ball. You know, we play Trivial Pursuit. Sometimes we play hearts, cards. We play Monopoly. We've played Pictionary. We've discovered some new games, like there's one called Bass Ackwards, which is a lot of fun. There's some old games, like there's the game of Sorry. I've never played that game, so we haven't done that one yet, but I hope that we'll do that soon. And the other group that I belong to is 3 of my music friends. And there's 4 of us all together. So we don't do that quite so regularly, but we are having a get-together to play games at the end of the month. And again, you know, now this time we're actually doing, and this is going to be another suggestion, we're doing a jewelry exchange, because we had lunch a couple of weeks ago and we were saying, you know, we've all got all this jewelry that we're just, I don't know, either we're tired of it or we just don't like it anymore. So we're going to do a jewelry exchange. Each of us bring some jewelry and just do a swap. I mean, that'll be just so much fun. So I look forward to that. Now, if you haven't already, of course, you can always try online dating. Yes, I've certainly done my share of online dating. I met a few nice people that way. Nothing terribly romantic or long-lasting. But certainly a friend of mine who had been married as a young woman for just a few years and got divorced and was single for many, many years. Now, she was in her late 50s. Her husband, her now husband, whom she met online, was a recent widower. He'd been married for many, many years. Anyway, my friend had been online dating for, I think, 8 years. 8 years. I mean, she had met many, many men. I'm not sure if anything ever translated into any kind of a long-lasting relationship, but she never gave up. 8 years she was online dating, and she met someone, and lickety-split. Within a year and a half, they were married. He was a widower, and and they're very happy together. They bought a brand new house, and they're having a great life together. So, you know, things do happen when you meet people online. So that's something to consider if you haven't ever tried it. Take a course. Now, you can go to your local university or college, but you can also take a lot of courses online. And by the way, I will list and link all the products that I'm using today in the description box down below. Yes, there's all kinds of courses you can take. You can take academic type courses. You can take art lessons, which is something that another friend of mine is doing. You can take piano lessons, for goodness sake. And you can take dancing lessons. And another friend of mine has been taking dancing lessons for a couple of years now. So there's all kinds of activities that you can get involved in. And you don't necessarily need to have someone to go with. You can go by yourself because you're going to meet people there. So that's another thing to do. Now, you can go to a coffee shop and talk to a stranger. Now, that's not something that is for everybody. I realize that. In fact, I'm not sure I've ever done that myself. But it's something to consider. It's something crazy, something different, right? That we can do. And why not rearrange your furniture or buy new furniture, buy modern, funky furniture, buy something different. Surround yourself with a different kind of a decor. Or if you wanted to even call in a decorator and redecorate your whole place. Wow, that might be quite an adventure, right? Now you can start a YouTube channel like I did last December. How crazy is that? Oh my gosh. Or some kind of a blog. You can start a group Facebook page. It's all kinds of things you can do using today's technology. And I have to say, this YouTube channel has really, it's just been a delight for me. It really just gives me something to focus on, something to do. I'm just very involved in thinking of things to talk to you guys about, and hope that you learn something. I mean, I would love to know what crazy things that you would like to do as an older independent person. So please be sure to let me know in the comments. Another thing you can do is go to a psychic or a fortune teller just for fun. You know, it doesn't have to be anything serious, just for the fun of it. And you can go to the movies. Well, here we can go to the movies. We have to wear a mask, but you can go to a movie, and go to a movie by yourself. Don't wait for a friend to go with you. I used to go to the movies all the time by myself. Another thing to do, if you haven't already, is go to a karaoke bar where you can get up and sing along with those songs. The words are right there for you, and just pretend you're on American Idol. That is so much fun. Years ago, I went to karaoke at least once a week, and I did that for years. And most often I did go with some friends, but sometimes I went by myself because you can meet people there. And not only do I enjoy singing, of course, but I enjoyed hearing the other singers. And I learned lots of songs. I learned especially country songs. In my case, I didn't know that many country songs at that time, and I learned a whole lot of them. So that was really fun. So I would like to know what you think would be a crazy thing to do. Something maybe that you've had in your mind. I mean, maybe you've always wanted to go on a cruise. Well, do it. It's a great experience. Some people go on, 5, 10, 15 cruises. It's just a way of life for them. I've been on 4 and enjoyed every one of them. So that's another new experience. I think that's what we need to do, is just keep ourselves open to new experiences. I mean, yes, we've had a lot of experiences already, but it doesn't mean that there are not more to discover. And there certainly are. There's lots going on in our world today, and lots available to us. You could take a cooking course. If you've always enjoyed Thai food, for example, at a restaurant, well, why not take a course and learn how to make it yourself? Same with Indian food or any kind of ethnic foods that you've enjoyed in a restaurant. But, there's quite a skill to learning how to make those foods. Better take this off now. So that's another thing. So there are a lot of things that we can do. Now, I've discovered a new way of putting on highlighter. I'm always leery about highlighter because I don't want to emphasize my crow's feet, and I don't want to emphasize this area right here. So there's a very small little area of smooth skin right there that I want to put it on. So what I've done is I'm going to take this little brush, and I've tried this a few times, and I like the way it looks. So I'm going to put a little bit of highlighter. I'm using this e.l.f. This one here, this is a really nice palette. I'm not sure if it's the exact thing is still available, but I will put something at least similar down below for you. So what I want to do then is just simply stay in that area and just blend it in ever so gently and just avoid those areas that have the wrinkles. There, I think that looks nice. I hope you can see that in the light a little bit. So I'm going to finish up and I will be right back. I'll be doing my hair and getting dressed and I'll be right back. I find that this Revlon lipstick is the perfect color to wear with blue. It's called Soft Silver Rose. What a beautiful name. You can't beat Revlon lipsticks. Just beautiful. Now, these ideas that I've just thrown out, of course, you know, you have to adjust them to your finances, to your ability, your mobility, to get around the area where you live. But it's just for fun. And so just to encourage you to think about some crazy ways that you can celebrate this time of our lives. Then thank you again for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.